Coming out first, fighting out of the red corner, standing 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 144.5 pounds with a current amateur record of 1-2. Doing it for Colossal Fight Company. Make some noise for Tristin Downs.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, coming out to the cage right now, we have Tristin Downs. This young man is 26 years old, standing at 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighed in at 144.5 pounds. He has a record of 1-2-0, training out of Colossal Fight Company. What do we know about him? What do we know about Colossal?
Well, what we know about Colossal is they're up there from Idaho. They're up there with Coach Davies.
Yeah, and Coach Davies, he comes out every time. He's great gym. I actually like seeing the guys come out from I believe they're in Preston, Idaho, right? Making
Preston?
the trip down here. And every single time they put on a show. I know that Tristin is sitting here with a kind of a losing record, right, at 1-2-0. But his last fight against Anthony Mondragon back in March of this year was great. He put on a hell of a performance, won a unanimous decision, won all 3 rounds. His first 2 fights, both of them were rear naked chokes. He lost in the first round. But, you know, that doesn't really let you see the caliber that he brings to the table, you know. But when we got to see him go all 3 rounds, we really got to see what he can do.
Yes. Well, he definitely has improved. He got onto the winning side in his last time out. He's going to try to duplicate that again this time.
Yeah, well, hopefully he can do that. You know, one thing that I do know and that we see a lot is people coming in off of a win. You know, you've got that high, that kind of winner's high, and you're almost more motivated than when you're coming in off a loss because you don't want to lose that streak.
Yes.
So it just makes you a little bit more hungry coming in, like, I got to keep this high alive.
Yes.
So we'll see. You know, he definitely looks calm and composed. Again, we know that he's out there at a good gym, getting some good training. So at this point, honestly, let's just see what his opponent looks like.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, and his opponent tonight fighting out of the black corner, standing 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 145.5 pounds with a current amateur record of 2-1. Doing it for Brute Force MMA. Make some noise for Masen, the Mouse, Hansen.
Nice.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you have Masen the Mouse Hansen walking out right now. He stands 6 foot 2 inches tall. He weighed in at 145.5 pounds. He is 23 years old, and he has an AMI record of 2-1-0, fighting at a Brute Force MMA. What do we know about those guys?
They're up there in the Vernal area. They have something crazy in the water up there. I don't know what it is, but they have some great guys that come out and fight. We saw one of their first timers, 18-year-old kid that just graduated high school, came out and put on a hell of a show.
Yes, he did.
Yes, JD Pickup came out and did that for him. So tonight, let's see if they can kind of keep things alive and keep them going. I know he's out there training with the founding father, Benjamin Franklin, and a staple of guys. So they're doing some stuff. I actually talked to one of the coaches. Just happened to run into him in the restroom during the intermission, and he's like, "Hey, man, Masen, he's been training hard. He's really excited about this fight. Just watch for it, man. Just watch." So I'm watching. That's what I'm here for. So let's see what he's doing. You know, those guys out there at Brute Force see a lot of aggression. We talked about that earlier. You see good wrestling. You see a lot of striking, even from awkward positions because of that wrestling. But just it translates really well into the MMA thing.
If I remember correctly, Masen was very active.
Yes.
When I've seen him fight.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's coming in off of a win against Aiden Robinson. and Julian Gomez. So he's been doing good things. Very active, very very impactful in what he does. Like he's won by decision. He's won by armbar. You know, he also shares something in common with his opponent by having a loss by rear naked choke in his first fight. So
gotcha.
This one, I like the way it matches up on paper. Both these guys are entertaining. Both of them measure up very equally. I'm excited to see it.
Well, we get to. That's the beauty of this.
It really is, right? All right, so Tyler Thompson's referee was doing that last-minute check, making sure you got the cup, mouthpiece, everything's good to go, and we're about to see some action.
Yep, making sure all the judges are in place.
All right.
And we are not wasting any time. Mason's coming out.
Tristan's
in the center.
Tristan's doing a good job moving around. Nice leg kick. Staying kind of outside of some of the stuff that Mason's been throwing. Nice head kick by Tristin, too.
Yes.
It's a good left counter out of Masen, though. Didn't connect, but I liked seeing it.
Yeah, well, and Mason's moving forward. This is kind of what he does. He moves forward, stays active. Once the grappling exchange starts, he's kind of slick.
Slick on the ground.
Yeah.
But, ooh, nice right hand by Tristin.
Tristin throws heavy blows.
Good job. He didn't overexert on that. I like that he coiled himself a little bit.
Nice leg kicks. I like those.
I've seen Masen throw that head kick, too.
Up.
Same with the head kick. Oh, nice right
two
hand.
Down the center.
Good job, Tristin. Quick up by Masen. You're talking about setting up those leg kicks. I'd like to see Masen set up those head kicks. He's throwing them up really fast. His left.
Mason's still on the attack. Knockdown didn't face him.
I like how explosive Tristin is in this fight.
Yes, I agree.
He's been exploding forward and just following through with everything. I like seeing that.
With clean strikes. And here's Masen going the grappling route.
Good escape. Tristin doing the right thing, controlling that arm, passing through. Just staying really tight.
Yep.
With that leg. Watch him jump up for that standing back. I don't think he's going to go for a takedown. I think he's going to drive. Oh, I say that, and then he goes.
He gets it.
Gets a good position to drive forward. This is more what I was expecting right here, was going for his back from standing.
See if he can lock this up.
Got the body triangle, landed some clean shots from the back. Tristin fighting the hands. And there's the tap.
That's the tap, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow, Masen.
And the mouse does it again.
Masen Hansen, great job. As soon as he had his back, went straight for that rear naked. Great job. Let's take it to the cage and make this thing official.
Sounds good to me.
All right, can I get both fighters to the center of the cage, please? That brought some energy back in the building. Make some noise. Your winner, 2 minutes, 34 seconds into round number one. Tap out to the rear naked. Out of the black corner, the mouse, Masen Hansen.
All right, I'm here with your winner and the biggest damn mouse I've ever seen, Masen Hansen. Dude, that was phenomenal. Great job. Your jiu-jitsu is looking sick. How are you feeling right now?
I feel good, man. My last 2 fights, I went the distance, and I was ready to make a statement for this one, for sure.
You definitely did that, man. Is there anyone you need to thank tonight?
All my family, my friends, everyone watching back home. Thank you, everyone, for coming out and supporting me.
All right, brother. Are you going to come back and keep doing this?
Of course. I think I want a title next. That's what I've been told. I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. But I'd like that. That'd be really nice.
I'd like to see you fight for the title, man. Hopefully, that guy right there or one of the other guys that does all that can make that happen. But either way, congratulations tonight. We can't wait to see you come back and do this again. Everyone give it up for your winner, Masen the Mouse Hansen!